The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales by John Psychiska and Lane Smith. Please forgive me of the pronunciations. The Other Frog Prince. Once upon a time, there was a frog. One day, when he was sitting on his lily pad, he saw a beautiful princess sitting by the pond. He hopped in the water, swam over to her, and poked his head out of the weeds.
"Pardon me, O beautiful princess," he
said in his most sad and pathetic voice.
"I wonder if you can help me."
The princess was about to jump up and run, but she felt sorry for the frog and with his sad and pathetic voice. So she asked, "What can I do to help you, little frog?"
"Well," said the frog, "I'm not really a frog, but a handsome prince who was turned into a frog by a wicked witch's spell, and the spell can only be broken by the kiss of a beautiful princess."
Well, the princess thought about this for a second, then lifted the frog from the pond and kissed him.
"I was just joking,"
said the frog. He jumped back into the pond, and the princess wiped the frog slime from her lips. The end. Little Red Running Shorts. Okay, I've got things running smoothly now. And this next story is even better than the last three. See, it's about this girl who runs very fast and always wears red running shorts. That's where her name comes from. Get it? So, anyway, this girl is running to her granny's house, where she meets a wolf. He tricks her into taking the long way while he takes the shortcut. Now, this is the good part, because Red runs so fast that she beats the wolf to Granny's house. He knocks on the door, Red answers it, and guess what she says? "My, what slow feet you have!" And that's it! The end! Is this great or what? So sit back, relax, and enjoy Little Red Running Shorts. And now, like I already said, Little Red Running Shorts.
"You just told the whole story,"
said Little Red Running Shorts.
"We're not going to tell it again."
Wait a minute. You can't say that. You have to start off with, "Once upon a time," and "No way, man, no way," said the wolf. "You blew it." But you guys are next. Look at the title at the top of the page. It says, Little Red Running Shorts. That's you. Let's go.
"We're out of here."
Wait, you can't do this. Your story's supposed to be 3 pages long. What am I going to do when I turn a page? Huh? What?
"I planted the wheat, I watered the wheat, I harvested the wheat, and now do I get to tell my story?"
said the little red hen.
"Say, what's going on here? Why's that page blank? Where's my page? Where's that lazy dog? Where's that lazy cat? Where's that lazy mouse? How do they expect me to tell the whole story by myself? Where's that lazy narrator? Where's that lazy illustrator? Where's that lazy author? Where are they?"
Jack's bean problem. Forget that hen. Sorry about that. Now it's time for the best story in the whole book. My story. Because once upon a time, I traded our last cow for 3 magic beans and... Hey, Giant! What are you doing down there? You're wrecking the whole story. "I don't like that story," said the giant. "You always trick me." Because that's the best part. "Fee, fi, fum, forty, I've made my own story." Great rhyme, Giant, and I'm sure your story is just as good, but there's no room for it. So why don't you climb back up the beanstalk, and I'll be up in a few minutes to steal your gold and your singing harp. "I would grind your bones to make my bread." I knew you'd understand. And there's another little thing that has been bugging me. Could you please stop talking in uppercase letters? It really messes up my page. "I will read my story now," said the giant, And he did. Giant story! Yes, my story! I've been waiting too long! It's my story, so it's giant story! Ha 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 ha! The end of the evil stepmother said, I'll huff and snuff and give you 3 wishes. The beast changed into 7 dwarfs happily ever after, for the spell had been cast by a wicked witch once upon a time. That's your story. You've got to be kidding. That's not a fairly stupid tale. That's an incredibly stupid tale. That's an unbelievable stupid tale. That's the most stupidest tale I ever. Ah! The giant grabbed Jack and dragged him to the next page. Jack's story. Once upon a time, there was a giant. The giant squeezed Jack and said, Tell me a better story, or I will grind your bones to make my bread, and when your story is finished, I will grind your bones to make my bread anyway! Ha 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 ha! The giant laughed an ugly laugh. Jack thought, he'll kill me if I do. He'll kill me if I don't. There is only one way to get out of this, and Jack cleared his throat and began his story. Once upon a time, there was a giant. The giant squeezed Jack and said, Better tell me a story, or I will grind your bones to make my bread, and when your story is finished, I will grind your bones to make my bread anyway! Ha 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 ha! The giant laughed an ugly laugh, and Jack thought, he'll kill me if I do, and he'll kill me if I don't. There's only one way to get out of this, and Jack cleared his throat and began his story. Once upon a time, there was a giant, and the giant squeezed Jack and said, You bet tell me a better story, or I will grind your bones to make my bread, and when your story is finished, I will grind your bones to make my bread anyway! Ha 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 ha! The giant laughed an ugly laugh, and Jack thought, he'll kill me if I do, and he'll kill me if I don't, and there's only one way to get out of this, and Jack cleared his throat and began his story. Once upon a time, there was a giant, and the giant squeezed Jack and said, Tell me a better story, or I will grind your bones to make my bread, and when your story is finished, I will grind your bones to make my bread anyway! Ha 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 ha! The giant laughed an ugly laugh, and Jack thought, he'll kill me if I do, and he'll kill me if I don't. There's only one way to get out of this, and Jack cleared his throat and began his story. Once upon a time,